Hello guys, my name is Dr. Varun and we are back with Biology Simplified English with me. Well, NEET 2025 is finally done and dusted, okay? And first of all, take a deep breath that we all have done well. Initial reviews that I am getting was that the physics is little on tougher side, lot of students not able to complete it. That's all okay. If it's not for you, most of the students in all over India is saying that definitely cutoff will go little downer. Okay, so be assured with it. Okay, I hope that chemistry and biology you must have excelled. But before to start this analysis of paper, I want to ask that how many places it was raining. Okay, because in Chandigarh, right now I'm in Chandigarh at my hometown, it is raining. What about it? Like my students are from Tiruvannamalai, Tamil Nadu. Over there it was raining. Okay, so I really want to know that what's the weather out there. Is it even that good and awesome, or it is also like you are feeling that it is also crying after the thing that has been happened over in the examination? Do comment me down. In this video, we are strictly going forward into the what would be the possible answers of this biology section, and I'm gonna be giving you like your students. Okay, so let's just see one by one each of them. Okay, starting it off. The first one is that this structure is given on the basis of what? This structure is for the your plasmid. Okay, so they are telling that these are the cut points and these are the different, like these are the cut points, this is the cut point, this is the cut point, this 2 is the restriction endonuclease. Okay, and these are the genes present on it. Okay, now the eco R1 is cutting at the beta galactoside. It means that blue color thing is being done. Okay, so in the represented plasmid, an alien piece of DNA is inserted at the eco R1 site, means at this site it is being inserted. Which of the following strategy will be chosen to select the recombinant colonies? How we will come to know that the recombinant colonies with this new insertional inactivation has occurred would be there. Means whosoever will do that, in which what will happen? Blue color will not be visible. Okay, so let's just see that white color colonies will appear. Blue color colonies grows on the ampicillin plate. Okay, white color colonies will appear definitely. Blue color colonies grown on the ampicillin plates can be selected. No, blue color colonies will never occur. Okay, then using ampicillin tetracycline, no, it's not that, because the eco R1 site is what? Beta galactosidase. Blue color colonies will no. So first is the answer for this. Okay, coming up to the next question. The protein portion of the enzyme is called apoenzyme. I told you, cofactor. Question will come. Look, the question is there. Okay, then these are what? These are the enzyme part called as. Okay, given below are the two statements. The primary source of energy in an ecosystem is the solar energy. Yes, primary form of the energy is this. The rate of production of organic matter during photosynthesis in a ecosystem is called net primary productivity. No, the net production of the organic matter during photosynthesis. No, during photosynthesis it is the gross. So this is wrong statement. So statement 1 is correct, statement B is incorrect. So this would be the answer. Okay. Next is given below are two statements. One is labeled as assertion, other is the reasons. So assertion, a typical unfertilized angiosperm embryo sac at maturity it 8 nucleated and 7 celled. That is true. The egg apparatus has 2 polar nuclei. No, the egg apparatus do not have polar nuclei. It is the central cell which has 2 polar nuclei. So A is true, B is false. Okay, moving on. Neoplastic character of the cells refers to, it is what? It is for the tumor. Okay, so the neoplastic character of the cells refer to the mass of proliferating cells, rapid growth of the cell, invasion and damaging to the surrounding tissue. Those conform to the original location. No, this is not the thing. Invasion and damage to the surrounding tissue. It invades the surrounding tissue and damage the healthy tissues also. This should go with this. Okay, moving on. Which one of the following is the characteristic feature of the gymnosperm? Gymnosperms would be what? Seeds are absent? No, seeds are present. Gymnosperm has flowers? No, it is the characteristic feature of angiosperm. Seeds are enclosed in a fruit? No, they never form fruits. Seeds are naked? That is true. Okay, moving on. The next thing is match the list 1 with the list 2. Progesterone, relaxin. Okay, let's just, so progesterone is being secreted by the ovary. Relaxin is being secreted by corpus luteum, melanocytes. They are the what? Melanocytes, MSG, pars intermedia, which is a part of what? Pituitary. Okay, adenophysis. And catecholamines, that is adrenal medulla. So A second, only one option. So this would be correct. Okay. Which chromosome in the human genome has the highest number of? Chromosome number 1. We have done it. Okay. So chromosome number 1. Okay, would be the answer. Which of the following statement about Rubisco is true? Okay, so from photosynthesis they are asking. Okay, it is an enzyme involved in photolysis of water. No. It catalyzes the carboxylation of ruby. Yes. It is highly active in, it is active only in the dark. No. Photoperiodism, okay, that is occurring, that would be in the daytime. Okay, not this. It has higher affinity for, no, it has higher affinity for carbon dioxide. So second would be the answer. Next is the first mensuration is called, what it is called? Menarche. Okay. Which of the following genetically engineered organism was used by Eli Lilly to prepare human insulin? It was what? It was E. coli. Okay, so that is bacteria. Okay, next is given below are the two statements. One is labeled as assertion and other is labeled as reason. Okay, all vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrates. That is true. Let's see the reasons. The member, why we said that? Okay, now the question is that how to tackle it. You have to write why. Okay, you have to tell why, because is the answer. Why? Because we know that chordates are what? Chordates has 3 different phylum. Okay, one is urochordate, cephalochordate, vertebrates. So all the vertebrates are under the chordates, but all chordates are not just vertebrates represented by vertebrates, they are represented by these 2 things also. Let's see that what they have given and understand on it. Okay, the members of subphylum Vertebrae possessed notochord during the embryonic period. The notochord is replaced by cartilage or bony vertebral column in the adult. But it is not explaining the thing. Okay, because explanation I have told you what? That there will be what? Because in chordates, throughout somehow their life form, they will have a notochord present which will change. This statement is correct, but it's not the correct explanation. So we will go with option 4, that both A and R is correct, true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Then what is the main function of the spindle fibers during mitosis? So spindle fibers will do it split the chromosomes. Okay, so it separates the chromosomes, or the basically chromatids, better word, not chromosome, but we will go with it. Now these are the experiment based thing and certain things. Let's see that who are using what and what it is being represented. Alfred Harshray and the Martha Chase. Alfred Harshray and the Martha Chase. So they did what? They did the Hershey-Chase experiment based on what? Radioactivity. Okay, so that is generated as a, so they confirmed it. Then euchromatin. Euchromatin is what? True chromatin, which is transcriptionally active. Okay, so it is loosely packed in light stain. Yeah, loosely packed in light stain. Frederick Graffiti uses the Streptococcus pneumonia for the experiment. And heterochromatin is dark. Okay, so A option 4. So A 4th is coming here. Okay, B third here. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, moving on to the next one, 105. That is match list 1 with the list 2. Let's match the leads. Okay, the good questions. To be honest, very good question. This is one where you can get confused. So adenosine. So sin, always remember, it is telling us nucleoside. So this is what your nucleoside. Adenalic acid, it is what? It is a nucleotide. Adenine is the nitrogenous base. Aniline is the amino acid. Very good question. I like this question to confuse a lot of the students. So let's see that A option third. Look, at 3 places they have already given it. Okay, then B is second, not this one. Then C first, this is the answer. Okay, then next. In frog, the renal portal system is a special venous connection that acts to link kidney and the lower body part. Very important question. Okay, so it is it. Which of the following are the post-transcriptional event in the eukaryotic cell? So one thing is what? Splicing and editing. Other thing is what? Heading and capping. Sorry, capping and tailing. Okay. So transport of pre-mRNA to the cytoplasm prior to the splicing. Okay. Removal of intron and joining of exons. Okay. Addition of methyl group at 5' end of the hnRNA. That is methyl group. Addition of methyl group. Yeah, 7-methyl guanosine would be the better one, but methyl group is okay. One thing. Addition of adenine residue at 3'. Okay, yes. Base pairing of two complementary RNA. This never happens. So D will never be the answer. So base pairing of two complementary. No, this D can't be the answer. D can't be the answer. Okay, definitely. Then let's see that. So we are doing what? We are transporting the pre-mRNA to the cytoplasm prior to the splicing. Okay, I'm also confused. First, see that. Removal of introns and joining of exon. B is for sure. B is here. B is here. Then D is... wait a second. E is not there. Oh, I'm sorry. I did something wrong. Wait. E. E is not here. E is not here. So these two not the answers. Then these are the answers. Okay. So B is for sure. So B is there, B is there. Okay. And then C is also there. We are not even going it. Okay. D, addition of adenine residue at 3' end of the hnRNA. That is true. Okay. D is there. That is fourth. Okay. So this becomes the answer. Then polymerase chain reaction amplifies DNA following the equation 2n. 2 raised to power n. N is the number of cycles that are taking place. Moving on to the next one. Given below are the two statement, assertion and reason. Assertion, let's see that. Both wind and water pollinated plants are not very colorful and do not produce nectar. True. Why? Because they need no need to attract anything. Abiotic thing is not attracted by these things. Okay. The flower produced enormous amount of pollen grain in the wind and water pollinated. Yes, because chance factor is there. So both are correct, but if we see that this is Y, then the Y reason is not sure. Okay, so both are correct, but not the correct explanation. Okay, then epiphytes means that mango example. Okay, epiphytes that are growing on the mango branch is an example of which type of structure. So that is what? Commensalism. Very easy, straightforward. Okay, next is find the correct statement. In the human pregnancy, the major organ systems are formed at the end of 12 weeks. Yeah, that is first trimester. Okay, that is done. Okay, then the next thing is in human pregnancy, the major organ systems are formed at the end of 8th week. No, it takes first trimester. Okay, in human pregnancy, heart is formed after 1 month. That is true. Okay, in human pregnancy, limbs and digits develops at the end of the 2nd month. Yeah, close to. Okay, then in human pregnancy, the appearance of hair is usually observed in the 5th month. It is okay. Wait a second. Correct statement. A is correct. C is correct. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, A, C, D, and E only. Okay, then the bioreactor questions. Let's see that. Identify the part of the bioreactor which is used as a foam breaker from the given following. So foam will be broken by this agitator. Okay, that is A. Okay, next thing is because when they are moving it, they are removing it. Okay, the next thing is frog respire in water by skin and buccal cavity on land and the buccal cavity. Okay, two statements they are in. So first they are saying that frog respire in water by skin and buccal cavity, not by the buccal cavity, only by the skin. Then and on land, skin, buccal cavity and lungs. Yes. Okay, so statement 1 is false, statement 2 is correct. On land do that. Okay, next thing is consider the following statement regarding the function of adrenal medulla, inside part of the adrenal. It causes pupillary constriction. No, this is the cortex, fear thing. It is hyperglycemic hormone. Yes. It causes, no. Piloerection is also, okay, wait. Yes. Sorry. Look, teachers can also do wrong when they are doing in hurry. Okay, so it causes pupillary erections. Yes. Okay, it causes piloerection. Yes, it is a hyperglycemic hormones because requirement of those things increases. Okay, so that is okay. It causes strength of heart construction. Yes, hyperglycemic hormone would be the more thing of adrenal cortex. Okay, increase the strength of heart contraction. Yes, pupillary erection, piloerection. Yes. So ACD. Sorry, ACD. This would be the correct one. This should be the correct one. Next is read the following statement on the plant growth and development. So I told you that a question on the plant growth hormones will come. So this is there. Okay, so see that parthenocarpy can be induced by auxins. Yes, in the tomato it is being done. Then plant growth regulator can be involved in promotion as well as inhibition of the growth. That is true. We have the example of that. D-differentiation is a prerequisite for redifferentiation. Yes, of course. Then abscisic acid is a plant growth promoter. Okay, here you have to remember that abscisic acid is the inhibitor. So this is wrong. Then apical dormancy promote the growth of the lateral bud. No, apical dormancy will inhibit the lateral growth. That's why the hedge formation is not possible. Okay, so this is wrong. So A, B and C, this. Okay, moving on. Which of the following hormone released from the pituitary is actually synthesized in the hypothalamus? Okay, which of the following hormone releases from the pituitary is actually synthesized in the hypothalamus? Yeah, this is not, yes, this one. Another one is what? Oxytocin. Which of the following is an example of non-distilled alcoholic beverage? That is beer. Rest all are distilled one. What is the pattern of inheritance for the polygenic tract? So it is what? It is the autosomal dominant pattern. Inheritance for the polygenic. X-linked recessive. It's not recessive. Mendelian inheritance pattern. Mendel inheritance pattern, non-Mendel inheritance pattern. First of all, it is non. Okay, confusing. Let's just come back. Okay. 119. Match the list 1 with the list 2. Okay. So list 1 is the head mid. Okay. So they are talking about the sperm. Okay. So the head is head contains what? It contains genetic material. Yeah. Then middle piece contains what? It contains the energy. Acrosome has the enzymes. Tail has the sperm motility. So A fourth. B third, C first, okay, third one. Okay, which of the following is an example of zygomorphic flower? Okay, so zygomorphic flower, actinomorphic, zygomorphic. Okay, P, yeah. P is the zygomorphic flower. Okay, so P, Gulmohar, Acacia, these are the example of it. Okay, which of the following organisms cannot fix nitrogen? Okay, this can fix nitrogen, this can fix, Anabina can fix, Nostoc can fix. D, yeah, Volvox. Okay, that is the algae examples. Rest all of these examples are from the bacteria also, from the microorganisms last page topic also. Okay, which of the following is an example of ex situ conservation? Means we are taking the things from there and protecting it. Protected area, this is on the natural, this one. Zoos and the botanical gardens. Who is known as the father of ecology in India? Okay. I think, I don't know. To be honest, I also don't know this thing. The answer should be Mishra. Okay, because I remember that I have studied somewhere, but I will come back to it. Okay, it should be Mishra. Not sure. Okay, I will come back to it. Okay, given below are the two statements, statement 1 and statement 2. Statement 1 says that In RNA world, RNA is considered the first genetic material, yes. Evolved to carry out essential life processes, yes. RNA act as a genetic material and also as a catalyst for some important biological reaction in living systems. Being reactive, RNA is unstable. True. Then DNA evolved from RNA and is more stable genetic material. Yes, its double helical strands being complementary resist changes by evolving repairing system. That is also true. Both the statements are correct. Okay, moving on to the 125th. Okay, if someone will ask me what set I am doing, it is 48 number. Okay, again I will tell you. Okay, given below are the two statements. Transfer RNAs and the ribosomal RNA do not interact with mRNA. Okay, transfer RNA means tRNA and the ribosomal RNA do not interact with mRNA. No, they interact with it. Okay, yeah. Then RNA interference takes place in all eukaryotic organisms as a method of cellular defense. It takes place as a method of cellular defense. Yes. This is correct. This is not. For me, this should be the answer. Let's just see that. Match list 1 and list 2. Okay, the list 1 says that the heart, okay, the hormone that they are secreting. Okay, the heart is secreting antidiuretic hormone. Kidney is secreting the erythropoietin. The similar kind of a question I have made it in the test also. Okay, if you would have given. Gastrointestinal tract will secrete the secretin. Adrenal cortex will secrete this. So A is third, only one option correct. All the living members of class cyclostomes are, they are ectoparasite. Cyclostomes are ectoparasites because they have suckers present. Yeah. Then the next one is what? Streptokinase produced from the bacterium Streptococcus is used for removal of the clot. Okay. The role of water vascular system in echinodermatas, in the echinodermis is respiration and locomotion. Yes. Capture and transport of food. Yes. Digestion and respiration. Not the digestion one, but it has excretion function. So A, B, C. But to be honest, now the excretion is said that it is absent, excretory system, and it is not given in NCRT. Okay, digestion is not their function. They don't digest. Okay, so I will go with this and this, A and C only. Okay, let's see that. Okay, then next one is match the list 1 with the list 2. List 1 says that pteridophytes. Pteridophytes. Okay, list 1 and list 2. Pteridophytes are what? Pteridophytes, paraphytes. Okay, examples we have to find. Okay. Pteridophytes are your salvia. Sorry, not salvia. Gymnosperm. Okay, this is the gymnosperm. Polytrichum. Salvinia. Salvinia is this. Then angiosperm is this. Bryophyte is this. So A goes with 4th. B goes with 3rd. Okay, that's one. 130th 4. 131. Which are correct? Computed tomography and the magnetic resonance imaging detect cancer of the internal organs. Yes. Then chemotherapeutic drugs are used to kill the non-cancerous cells. Okay. Then alpha interferons activate activate the cancer patient's immune system and help in destroying the tumor? Yes, they do. Okay, they are for the immunity. Chemotherapeutic drugs are biological response modifier. In case of leukemia, blood cell counter decreased. No, it increased. So A, C, D. Okay, they are not the option. So A and C is correct one. So this will go with it. Okay. Next, what are the potential drawbacks in adoption of the IVF methods, in vitro fertilization method? High fertility rates to the mother. No, nothing like that. No, nothing like that. In IVF, fertility rate is not there. Okay. Then expensive instrumentation and regenerate. Definitely it is there. Husband and wife necessary for being donor? No. We can take it from the donors. Less adoptions of orphan? Yes, because people are not taking the orphan peoples. They are going with this one. Not available in India? No, it is highly available in India. Possibility that the early embryo do not survive? Yes, this is there. It should be definitely B, D and F. This should be the answer. Possible potential drawbacks. F, D and B. Yeah, this is the one. Next, consider the following, that is the reductive division for the human female gametogenesis starts, okay, the reductive division for the human female gametogenesis starts early than that of the male gametogenesis. Male gametogenesis. Yes, because female gametogenesis starts faster. The gap between the first mitotic division and the second mitotic division is much shorter for the male compared to female. That is true. The first polar body is associated with the formation of primary oocyte. No, formation of secondary oocytes. Luteinizing hormone surges leads to disintegration of the endometrium and onset of the menstrual. Surge never will do that. Okay, so A and B is correct. This is true. Okay, I am correcting it. Okay, bad habit. Coming up to the, in braphites, the gamma means they are talking about what? Liver parts. Help in which of the following? Asexual reproduction. Yes. Okay, budding we call it. Then given below are the two statements. Assertion we read with the primary function of the Golgi apparatus is the packing the material made by the endoplasmic reticulum and deliver it to the intracellular targets and outside the cells. Yes. Vesicles contains materials made by the endoplasmic reticulum, fuses with the cis phase of the Golgi bodies and then are modified and released by the trans phase of the Golgi body. Yes, both are correct. Explanation is not correct and not a correct explanation. Okay. Next thing is, which of the following statements refers to the reductionist biology? Okay, reductionist biology means what? That chemical approach to study and understand the living organisms, behavioral approach to study, physiochemical approach to study, physiochemical approach to study and understand the physiological approach to study, no, this one. Chemical. Reductionist means chemicals. Okay, so reductions will come over there. Okay, next thing, after maturation in primary lymphoid organs, the lymphocytes migrates for interactions with antigens to the secondary lymphoid organs tissues. Like after maturation, in the primary lymphoid organs, the lymphocytes migrates to interactions with the antigen, the secondary lymphoid organs. So what are those secondary lymphoid organs? Okay, primary lymphoid organs are the thymus and the bone marrow. So we will take it out. Spleen, this and this. So C, D, E. Okay, then match the list 1 and the 2. The evil quarter, exito, length, camara, and dodo. Okay, so dodo is extinction. Okay, evil quarter is cause of biodiversity loss. Exito, conservation, cryopreservation. Length, the alien species migration. So A is third. Okay, everywhere. B is first. C second. D fourth, this one. Okay, the next is how many meiotic and the meiotic divisions needs to occur for the development of a mature female gametophyte for the megaspore mother cell in the one. Okay, how many meiotic and meiotic divisions needs to occur the development of a mature female gametophyte? So mature female gametophyte is what? Embryo sac, which is made up of what? 7 sorry, 8 nucleated, 7 cell. Oh, wait a second. We did one question. Did we did it wrong? Wait. Where was it? Where was it? No. We did something. Okay, let's just see that where it will come back again. Okay, so it is 8 nucleus and 7 cell stage. Okay, so remember it, 8 nucleus, 7 cell stage. Okay, for making this they are asking that from the megaspore mother cell initially. So from megaspore mother cell they will undergo meiosis, which will make 4 megaspore, only one stays, and it goes 3 mitosis. So means 1 meiosis, 3 mitosis. 1 meiosis, 3 mitosis. This is the one. Okay. Which of the following type of immunity is present at the time of birth and is a non-specific type of cellular defense? Innate immunity. Straightforward. Okay. Then fig fruit is a non-vegetarian fruit as it has enclosed fig bags. Yes, it is set like that. Okay. The fig bags and the fig tree exhibit a mutual relationship as the fig bags completes its life cycle in the fig fruit and the fig fruit get pollinated. Yes. So it is both are correct. Both are correct. Then moving on to the next one. Given below are the two statements. One is labeled assertion and B is the reasons. So assertion is that cells of tapetum possess dense cytoplasm and generally have more than one nucleus. Okay, the cells of tapetum possess dense cytoplasm. Yes. And generally has more than one nucleus. That is true. Presence of more than one nucleus in tapetum increase the efficiency of nourishing the developing microspore mother cells. How it will increase the efficiency? Okay, this could be the reason. Could be. Okay. But if the nucleus is 2 means the work would be like 2 people, 2 brains. So efficiency can be, so it can be. It looks like that. Okay, moving on to the next one, that is from the statement given below, choose the correct options. The eukaryotic ribosomes are 80S and this is 70. That is true. The ribosomes has 2 subunits. Yes. The 2 subunit 80S ribosomes are 60S and 40S while 70S this is true. The 2 subunit of 80S ribosomes are 60S. No. 20S it is not there. The 2 subunit of 80S, 60S, no. Okay, then A, B and C is correct. Okay, then we have even worked this ribosome question, okay, in the mock paper also. Which of the following enzyme contains heme as the prosthetic group? Okay, so the heme should be present in it. Not this. Yeah, catalases. Peroxidase catalysis given in NCERT. Okay, so this one you have to remember. The next one is, what is the name of the blood vessels that carries deoxygenated blood from body to the heart in a frog? Deoxygenated is always being taken by vena cava. Okay, because this is oxygenated. No, this is also deoxygenated, but it is taking it to the lungs. Okay, so this will take it to the lungs. Okay, then pulmonary vein will take the oxygenated, like bring the oxygenated blood. Aorta is the oxygenated blood to the body part, vena cava. Okay. Next one is, given below are the stages in the life cycle of pteridophytes. Arrange the following stages in the correct sequence. Guys, if you have gone with the life cycle, that is, I think, the third video of 30 days, 30 most important topic, then this is easier for you to understand. Okay. So the life cycle of pteridophytes, its pteridophytes are what? They are sporophytic. Okay. So let's just see that what will happen. Finally, they have to make that thing. Okay. So the sporophyte will do what? They will do the meiosis and form the spore mother cell. Okay. So the first thing, this spore mother cell will do what? This will germinate into the gametophyte. Okay. So the second is the gametophyte is called as prothallus. Then the prothallus will do what? They will form the male and female structure, gametophyte. This is the one. Okay. Then once this is being formed, it will take in what? The male anthrozoids will be transferred to the female in the presence of water, and then the fertilization will occur. So it should be the A, D, E and C. B-A-D-E-C. Look, this is the correct. If you would have seen it, you would have done it. Okay, coming back to the 147. The blue and the white selectable markers have been developed which differentiates recombinant colonies from the non-recombinant colonies on the basis of their ability to produce the colors in the presence of chromogenic substrate, that is lactose. Okay, so let's see that the blue colored colonies have DNA insert in the plasmid and they are identified as the recombinant. No, the blue color colonies, if they have an insert, they will be white in color. So this is wrong. Coming up, the colonies without blue color have DNA insert, yes, in the plasmid and are identified as recombinant. Yes. So A is incorrect, B is correct. Goes with this. Then, which of the following microbe is not involved in the preparation of the household products? Okay. So let's see that which are for the outside. Okay, we are not doing it at home. So lactobacillus will do the curd. We have studied that. So this is yes. Then trichoderma polysomas, sarcocriviaceus, the yeast we are using for the dosa. You know that. So this is also being used. Okay. Propionibacterium shermani is also household for the cheese. So the answer should be this, A and C. A and C. Then silencing of the specific mRNA is possible by RNA because of complementary double-stranded RNA. Okay, the complex 2 of the mitochondrial membrane, its name. Okay, so the name of the complex number 2 is what it is? This is first. Okay, cytochrome C oxidase or C1. C oxidase is the complex number 4. Okay, BC1 is the one which is being used in the that. So succinic dehydrogenase. Yes, succinic dehydrogenase would be the answer for it. Complex number 4. And complex number 2 would be what? It would be succinic dehydrogenase. Yes. Moving on, while trying to find out the characteristic of a newly found animal, a researcher did the histology of the adult animal and observed a cavity with the presence of mesodermal tissue. Means they cut it and see the mesodermal tissue is present and observed through the alimentary canal. What could be the possible coelom of the animal? If the mesoderm is present, means all the 3 layers would be present. Let's just see that what it said. Characteristic of newly found organisms. A researcher did the histology of the animal tissue and observed a cavity with the presence of mesodermal tissue towards the body wall, but no mesodermal tissues are observed through the alimentary canal. Okay, means basically what happened, like imagine that this is the, here the outermost would be the ectoderm. This is the alimentary canal, and here would be what? Your endoderm would be there. Now in between this area, what should be there? Here it should be your mesoderm completely, and there might be space present into it. But here the space, like it is not completely lined. This mesoderm is not lined here and here. Mesoderm is present, but it is not being lined, okay, by all. So there are 2 types of coeloms, okay. So what could be? It is not a acoelomate, definitely. It is not a pseudocoelomate. Okay, it is either schizocoelom or the spongocoelom or the eucoelom. So basically your schizocoelom would be this type. Okay, because there is what? There is this thing below. Next thing, given below are the 2 statements. What are they? In a floral formula, this stands for zygomorphic nature of the flower and G stand for inferior ovary. No, it is superior ovary. Then in a floral diagram, plus stands for the ectomorphic. No, this stands for superior ovary. Yes, both the statements are incorrect because G dash is showing what? Inferior ovary. No, G dash over below means superior ovary. Okay, moving on to the next one. Given below are the two statements. In ecosystem, there is unidirectional flow of energy of sun from producers to consumer. In ecosystem, there is unidirectional flow of energy from sun to producer to, yes. The ecosystems are exempted from the second. They are not exempted from it. Okay, so statement 1 is correct, 2 is incorrect. Then which of the following is the unit of productivity? Okay, then which, with the help of given pedigree, find out the probability of the birth of a child having no disease and being a carrier has a disease mutation in one allele of the gene in F3 generation. Okay, in F3 generation we have to tell. Let's see that what gonna happen. Okay, so if the female is affected, so if you see that everywhere the male is also affected, female is also affected. Okay, if we see, okay, wait a second. Over here what will happen? The female was affected, female is carrier. Over here both the females are carrier. Find the probability of the birth of a child having no disease and being a carrier in a F3. Okay, and then they had a this, and then within the siblings, like these are what, this is 1 so these are what, close siblings, means like a consanguineous marriage over here occurred. Okay, so in their cases what will happen? So first of all we have to remember that first of all it is what, it is a type of a autosomal disorder. Okay, so if I'm saying that the disease is in the capital, so capital, and it is not being shown, so means it is recessive. Now what happened? This baby girl that formed, that is like this. Okay, over here also this comes like this. Okay, this is not affected and not affected. When it was if not affected, it gives two child and both the child was AA. Possible, no? This taken and this. Okay, whereas here also in this case is what happened, a complete effect was seen in the male. Okay, so the male was like this. Okay, means if this is the case being shown, means it is what, it is sex linked disorder. Okay, this whole thing just tell me a better way. So this is a sex linked disorder, and how we will go it, means female both is affected, so I'm writing EE. Here the male is unaffected, so here the baby that form is what, here the male can be unaffected now, or the carrier. Okay, the male could be the carrier in this. Okay, this is, oh god, this is not the baby, this is the marriage that is taking place. So that is what, XE and X, carrier, XE and X. Now here what happened, the male become what, carrier, so X, and this is Y. Okay, so what, XEY came, whereas this is what, XEX. Now what are the chances? So we have to use this. So what would happen? XEX, XEY. So chances are, one is XEX is female will be affected, then male will be affected, female would be carrier, male will be okay. Now we have to find the probability of no disease. No disease is here, and being carrier, this one. Okay, in the F2 generation. Okay, so that is half. This would be the answer. Very good question. I love this question. Okay, 156. In the seeds of cereals, okay, in the seeds of cereals, the outer covering of endosperm separates the embryo by a protein-rich layer. Okay, in the seeds of cereals, the outermost covering of the endosperm separated by protein. Protein layer means what? It is what? The layer is called as allurin layer. Protein allurin. Okay. Moving on, the next one is match the column 2 with the column first with the 2. So first is chlorophyll A. Okay, the pigments and their color. The chlorophyll A is what? It is blue green. Okay, yellow green. Is there any option? A3, B first. Yeah, this one. This should be the answer. Xanthophylls, carotenoid, yellow orange. Yeah, this would be the answer. Next one is, who proposed the genetic code for the amino acid should be made up of 3? George Frankio. In the question paper, mock test paper also it was there. Histones are enriched in lysine and arginine. We know that this can come in the paper very well. Okay. Which of the following enzymes are not essential for the gene cloning? Okay. Restriction enzymes, yes. DNA ligase, yes to join. DNA mutase, no, we don't want to mutate anything. DNA recombinase, no. DNA polymerase, no. Polymerase is for the reactions to occur, no. So this is A and B. Acha, not essential, wait. This is essential. Polymerase will come up. That is C and D. Okay, polymerase later on for the PCR technique, we will require it. Then a specialized membranous structure in a prokaryotic cells which help in the cell wall formation, DNA replication and respiration is a specialized membranous structure in the prokaryotic cell which help in cell wall formation, DNA replication. This is mesosome. Okay, from NCERT direct. Which factor is important for the termination of transcription? Rho factor, indeed. Then which of the following statement is correct about the location of the male frog copulatory pad, first digit of the forelimb? Yes. Which of the following diagram is correct with regards to the proximal P and the distal tubules? Okay, so what will happen? This correct. Water bicarbonate, no, this is not correct. Then no, this is not correct. This NaCl water bicarbonate, this, not this. This. Fourth one is the correct one. Diagram. I already told you function of tubules is one of the important thing. Okay. Identify the statements that is not correct. Okay. One statement we have to find out. Antigen binding site is located at C terminal region of the antibody molecule. N terminal and the C terminal is based on the proteins. N terminal would be at present and the C terminal towards this side. This one. Okay, we will see the constant region of the heavy and the light chains are located at the C terminal of ES. Each antibody has 2 light chain and 2 heavy chain. Yes, the heavy and the light chains are held together. Yes, this one. Next, match the following. Scutellum. It is what? It is the cotyledon of the monocot seed. Non-albuminous seed. Any one example only given. Groundnut. Epiblast. It is what? It is a ruminant cotyledon. Then perisperm. That is persistent nucleus. A is second. B is third. C is fourth. Yes, this one. Then the next is find the statement that is not correct with regard to the structure of monocot stem. Okay, so monocot stem. Hypodermis is parenchymatous. No, their hypodermis is sclerenchymatous. Okay, then twins are born to the family. Twins are born to a family that lives next door to you. Okay, the twins are boy. Which of the following is true? If it is boy and girl, means 2 different sperms met, means it is what it is a fraternal twins. Okay, so they are monozygotic. No, not from the single zygote, different. So they are what? Fraternal twins. Okay. Then sweet potato and potato represent a certain type of evolution. The question is even given in my mock test. Okay, so select the correct combination of terms. Analogy, yes, it is showing analogy and convergent. Okay, perfect. Which of the following phytohormones promote, another phytohormone questions, promote the nutrition mobilization which help in delay of senescence in the plants? Cytokinins. Yeah, indeed. Then why can't insulin be given orally to the diabetic patients? Because it will be digested in the gastrointestinal, because this is made up of what? Protein, and we have protease. Okay, name the class of the enzyme that usually catalyze the following reaction. Enzyme based questions. Okay, so what is it? It is that this thing has been changed. So means transferase. Okay. Then given below are two statements. Statement one is that the DNA fragment extracted from gel electrophoresis can be used in the construction. The DNA fragment extracted from the gel electrophoresis can be used to construction of recombinant DNA. Yes, it is used. The smaller size DNA fragment are observed near anode, true, while the larger are found towards near the bell. Yes, both the statements are correct. Then comes the correct sequence of the event in the life cycle of bryophytes. Dude, if you would have done that one 30 days, 30 most important topic, two questions must be done. Okay, so we have done it. Okay, so let's see the life cycle. Okay, so we know that the bryophytes are what? They are the gametophytic generation. Okay, so what will happen? That okay, the first one is attachment of gametophyte to the substratum. Okay, then they will be do what? They will produce the spores. Okay, so reduction divisions to produce the haploid spores will occur. Okay, okay, wait a second. Okay, this is it. Reduction division to produce the haploid spores. This will be done by this. Okay, the sporophyte. Okay, let's just see this. Okay. Okay, like this. Formation of sporophyte, if we start from it, the sporophyte will do what? It will do the reduction division, and between the substratum, haploid spores. Okay, and these haploid spores will be this. They will what? They will fusion of anthrozoid with the egg, release of anthrozoid in the water, and this will happen. Okay, so fusion will leads to formation of this. Okay, okay, let's see that if this sequence is somewhere here, what would be the sequence? D will come first, then E, then B. So this won't be the answer. So over here, let's see that D, from D it will be, okay, what is B? Attachment of substratum. Okay, substratum is attached, release of this. Okay, then this, then this, then this. Yes, this would be the correct one. Okay, it takes some time, but it is. Okay, so genes R and Y follows independent assortment. If RRYY produced round yellow seeds and RRRY will produce a wrinkled. What would be the phenotypic ratio of F2 generation? So F2 generation would be what? They will what? F1 would be the hybrid. F2 generation with 9:3:3:3:1. This one, easiest. Match the following statement regarding the kingdom proposed by Whittaker. Arranged the, I have told you that in the 100 most important topic, Whittaker table can come to you. Okay, so this one is what? Order of complexity of the organisms. Okay, so multicellular heterotrophs with cell wall made up of chitin. Arrange the, okay, increasing order of complexity. So this is what? This is fungi. Heterotrophs with tissue organ system level of organization. So this is seen in animals. Prokaryotes, Monera. Eukaryotic autotrophs with the tissue organ level of body organization. Autotrophs with the tissue organ level of body organizations. This is your plant autotrophs, no? And this is your protists. So increasing order of complexity. So C, after C, E, after E, A, D, B. This would be the answer. Love this question. Okay, match the list 1 with the list 2. Okay, this is from the cell chapter. Probably would be the most possible question because C, they will ask this type of questions. So centromeres. Centromeres are what? Centromeres are the center part of the chromosome. Okay, for primary constriction of the chromosome. Cell division. Cilium, cell movement layer, this. So A second, B third, C first. Then which one of the following equation represent the Pearl's logistic equation? This is also I have given, so it's very important. So it is this one. Okay, yeah. So moving on to the next one, match the list 1 with the list 2. Emphysema, okay, that is, okay, the diseases, of course, a question would come from here. Emphysema is what? It is where the heart surface is reduced due to the, lung surface, alveoli surface, septa is reduced because of the smoking, okay, so surface area reduced. So damaged alveolar wall and decreased respiratory surface. Okay, then angina pectoris, it is what? It is a heart issue, okay, that is acute chest pain, okay, so not enough oxygen. Glomerulitis means inflammation of the glomeruli of the kidney, tetany, this. So A is second, B is third, okay, this one. Okay, next is the cardiac activity of the heart is regulated by, let's see that, nodal tissues. Okay, the regulation work is being done by the extra thing, okay, that extra nerve, a special neural center in the medulla oblongata, rhythm center, adrenal medullary hormones also. Okay, medullary or the cortex? It is the medullary hormones, B and C. B and C will be there. Okay, cortical hormones, no, cortical hormones won't do it. T won't be the answer. This should be the answer. Okay. What? Okay, 180. Yeah, 180 questions. Well, that's all for this videos. Okay, so if you want to ask me that what is the level of question paper, it's definitely improved a lot. Okay, everything was from NCERT. Certain thing is beyond NCERT also, and I think those topics which people leave it, I don't know how they managing to do it, but these things are there from beyond NCERT, like beyond that scope of most of the teachers will be teaching you. Okay, so definitely the paper is a little bit on the moderate level, and this question came from here. Okay, this is a surprise because this thing used to happen when I gave my paper in 2016. Okay, various AI PMTs and the NEETs or the state PMTs, they actually have those kind of questions. But I really love this paper. So what are my expectations from this paper? That a person who has studied really well and not just booked on the cramming of NCERT, but to understand the NCERT, he can very easily get from 90 almost 88 to 89 questions correct. Okay, almost correct. Of course, this Mishra thing is the one which is, and of course I also don't remember it, I just remember it because 2016 I have done it. Okay, so this thing is there. Well, this would be my take on it, is that this time the cutoff would be lower for sure. Moreover, students are saying that physics were tough, they are not able to complete it. Even this paper took me almost 57 minutes, because 1 minute I have taken initially to do the briefing and intro of those things. So till taking me 27 minutes. Okay, with the mindset, you guys might have gone with the other mindset. So whatever be the paper, I'm pretty sure that this time the cutoff will go little downer. Okay, so we very relaxed that you have done amazingly well in your paper. Well, I will keep up coming up with the more updates and what we're gonna start it up the next. Do let me know in the comment section that what would be your expected score this time in biology, and if there's anyone getting 360 out of 360s among you, or is there anyone who is getting more than 300 among you, or whatever your score, you can comment me down after analyzing this one. Well, that's all for this video. If you like this, give me the like, okay, and share it with your friends, with your juniors, this channel, so that we can make it much better. Soon we're gonna be starting with the proper 11th and 12th, everything in detail, so that anyone who is going, your junior or your any brother, Tambis, Tankachis, whatever it would be, Chinnapaya, they will do it. Okay, they can connect with me. Well, that's all for this video. It was a nice journey with you. Thank you so much.